Hi there, in this video I will be teaching you how to create a gym or fitness website in WordPress with Elementor. So this video will be made 100% beginners friendly, so you don't need to know how to code, and also you don't need to have any previous website design experience. All you need to do is just follow every step I am taking in this video, then you will be good to go and set up your gym website. So this video is broken down into 4 easy steps. So in the first step, we'll be buying our domain and registering our website hosting. In the second step, we'll be installing our WordPress website, while in the third step we'll be installing our theme and plugins, and lastly in the fourth step we'll be designing our website. So now let's buy our domain and hosting. So for this tutorial I'll be recommending 3 website hosting provider. I'll be recommending Bluehost and Hostingjar, and lastly Namecheap. So you can use any of these website hosting provider. Their services is 100% reliable because I'm using them. And for the sake of this tutorial I'll be using Bluehost. So if you want to sign up on any of these websites, you can just check the description. You can check for the link in the description under this video, then you'll be able to sign up on this website. And if you use my affiliate link in the description of this video, you will get 75% discount on your purchase. If you don't have an account with Bluehost, just click the link in the description of this video, then you will get to a website that looks exactly like this. Just scroll down and select a package. So we'll be going with the basic plan, with the basic package, because we only want one website, because this package only supports one website. But if you want to set up more than one website, you can go with the other plans. So for the sake of this video, I'm going with this $2.95 per month. So these are the other features of this package. You can see you have up to 10 gigabytes SSD storage from one website, of course, and you will get free domain in the first year, so you don't have to buy a domain name again, as you will be getting a free domain with this package. Just select the package, click on select. If you want this package, just click select. So click skip. So here you can type if you have a domain, you can just type in your domain. But if you don't have a domain name, just type in the domain name you want for your website. You can select any extension you want from this drop down here. We are good with the .com. Just click next. So this domain is unavailable. So this one is available. So just scroll down. So if you want an extra layer of privacy, you can leave this checked, but if you don't, you can uncheck it. So let's click continue. So now in the account information here, all you need to do is just type in your informations, your name, your last name, your country, your phone number, and the rest. So you will see the package information here. You will see that this is the plan we selected, the WordPress basic hosting. So you can, as you can see it here. So if you want package extra, you can leave it checked, but if you don't, just uncheck any of it. So for the sake of this tutorial and for this website, we don't need any of these package extras. So let's uncheck it. So the total order is $35. So just type in your payment information, your name, the name on your card, and the credit card number, and the the rest of your card information if you are using card payment. So if you are using PayPal, just click on the PayPal, select the radio button. So PayPal is checked. Now you can click on the button pay with PayPal, then you will be redirected to PayPal page, then you can make your payments. So after you've made your payments, you will be taken to a page where you can create your Bluehost account. You will be asked to type in the password you want for your Bluehost account and set up your account. So after you've set up your Bluehost account, then you can install WordPress on your domain, on the domain you just bought. So very shortly I'll be showing you how to install WordPress on your domain. So now to install WordPress on your domain, just log into your Bluehost account. You can go to bluehost.com, then type in the email and the password you created. So once you get to the page, just click on the hosting tab in the left hand side here, and you will see your hosting information. Then click on after you've clicked on the hosting tab here, then you will be able to add your site. Just click on the add site button here. Then after you've clicked on the add site, then you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Just click install WordPress and select the install WordPress, then click continue, and after that you will see where you can add your site title. Just type in any name you want for your site, then click continue. Then after that you will be taken to where you can add your domain name. So just type in your domain name, the name you registered, the domain name you registered while creating your Bluehost account. Type it in, then click continue. Then after that WordPress will start installing on your domain. So then you will be taken to you will get WordPress is installed notification, then you'll be able to log into your WordPress website. So now let me show you so let's log into our WordPress website, because I've already created a WordPress website. So I'll be logging into the WordPress website now. So this is your WordPress login page. So to log in, just type in your email address and your password. So let me quickly log into this website. So now I'm logged in. So the first time you log into your WordPress website, you will see a page dashboard that looks exactly like this. So what you need to do is, what we want to do rather is just let's clean up this WordPress website. So just click on the clean option button here, then uncheck all this. Now let's delete unwanted posts and pages on our website. To do that, hover over the post tab here, click all posts, click trash tab, delete permanently. Let's delete unwanted pages. Click all pages, select all, click on the drop down, move to trash, apply, click on the trash tray here, select all, click the drop down, delete permanently, click apply. Now let's delete unwanted themes on our website. So just hover over the appearance and click themes. So click theme details, delete. Okay. So now let's add the theme we want for this website. Click on add new theme. So we want the Hello theme by Elementor. So click install, activate. So now let's delete unwanted themes, unwanted plugins on our website. Just hover over the plugins tab, then click install plugins. Now let's select all the plugins we don't want. Let's deactivate any plugins that is already activated. Deactivate. Let's select the plugins we don't want. Click delete, click apply. Okay. Now let's install Elementor plugin. We already have the notification because we have installed the Hello theme by Elementor. So that is why we are getting this notification, because we can't use the theme without Elementor plugin. So now you can install Elementor plugin by clicking on this button, or you can click on the add new plugin here, or you can just click the add new plugin here and search for Elementor. Click install now, click activate. Now let's close this onboarding page. Click on the close icon here. Let's clean up this screen. Click screen option, uncheck Elementor, hide it again. Now let's add Elementor Pro. Click add new plugin, click upload plugin, click choose file. I already have the Elementor Pro. I have it on my computer, so I will just be uploading it. If you don't have the Elementor Pro plugin, you can buy the Elementor Pro. I will add the link to where you can get the Elementor Pro in the description of this video, so you can just get the Elementor Pro from the link in the description of this video. So let me quickly upload the Elementor Pro plugin. Click install now. So the plugin is installed. Click activate to activate the plugin. So now let me quickly show you some overview of the WordPress dashboard. So this is the WordPress dashboard. So if you want to make a post on your website, so if you want to make a blog post, you can just click on the post tab here, or you can click on add new post. If you want to view all posts, you can click on this. If you want to categorize your post, you can do it here. If you want to add tags to your blog post, you can do it here. So this is the media section here. You will see all the images and the files you've uploaded to your website. If you click on this, so you will see all the media library files. You can also add a new files and images by clicking on the add new media files here. So if you want to add new pages, you can do that here on the pages section here. Click add new page. You want to see all the pages on your website, just click on all pages. So for moderating comments, you can click here. So this is the Elementor tab. Because we have installed Elementor, that's why we are seeing this and this as well. So if you want to manage your themes, you can click on the appearance section here. So this is the theme section. If you want to customize your theme, you want to set up your menu, you can do that here. So you can set your make settings to your theme. So let's click on the themes here to delete the unwanted themes on our website. We don't want this, so click themes details, click delete. Okay, so we can manage the plugins here as I've shown you. You can delete, you can add new plugins, you can add new users, you can edit your profile here. You can in these settings here, you can let's click on the general settings. So you can change your site title, your site tagline. So you can do that here in the general settings here. In the writing, you can also make some changes. So let me show you one settings you need to do in the reading settings here. So if you want your site to be available, or if you don't want search engine to optimize or to index your site in the search results, you can discourage search engine by checking this box here. So if you in the permalink settings here, let's click on it. Permalink, you can change your permalink structure here. So we want the post name for our permalink. So let's select the post name, then click save changes. So now our permalink structure is updated. So now let's add a new page, and so we can start designing our website. So to add a new page, just click on over the page and click on add new page. Let's close this. Let's name it home. Click publish. So you can view the pages here by clicking on this WordPress icon here. So you can see the page is created. So you can also open it in a new tab. Now let's edit this page with Elementor so we can start designing our gym website. So just click edit with Elementor. So you will be presented with a page that looks like this. So let's close this pop-up, or you can also reload this page to close the pop-up, or you can zoom out by clicking Ctrl- on your PC. So click on the close tab here. So return to normal view, click Ctrl-0. Now this plugin comes with Flexbox container. As you can see, container layout is showing here. So if you also click on the plus icon here, you will see that we have the container structure here. So I want to deactivate this Flexbox container because I don't want to use the Flexbox container for building this gym website. So to deactivate it, just go back to your WordPress dashboard, then Elementor, click the setting. Let's open it in a new tab, then click features, then scroll down, Flexbox container, click on it, then click inactive, set it to inactive, then click deactivate. Now the Flexbox container is deactivated. So just scroll down again, then save changes, click save changes. Now the changes is made. If we click on the page we are editing earlier, if we reload this page, you will see that this container and these site structures will be different now. So let's reload. As you can see, there's no more container. Now we have the inner section and the section, and if you click on the plus icon here, we have the column and the sections structure instead of the container structure. So now let's set our global color and global font for this gym website. So just click on the hamburger icon here, then click on site settings. So I have already saved the color and the font I will be using for setting up this website. So this is the colors, and these are the fonts we'll be using. So let me quickly copy and paste the color into our global color section. Just let's copy the color, click on global color, then primary, so click on the color and just paste it. So we'll just be copying and pasting the colors. So let me forward this video. So click update after you've set your global color. Now let's set up our global fonts. So to do that, just click on the back icon here, then click on global fonts. So in the primary color, just click the primary fonts rather. So let's copy and paste our font we'll be using. So I will quickly forward this video so as not to waste a lot of time. So just copying our fonts, the fonts we'll be using, and pasting. So once you are done setting your fonts, your global fonts, just click update button here. Then you can click the back icon here. So now let's add our site logo. So to add it, just scroll down in the settings section here, click site identity, then the site logo. You'll be able to upload it here. So I will be uploading an SVG file for this logo. I'm using SVG file because it is a scalable vector graphics, as the name implies, and it doesn't get blurry or pixelated. So that's why I'm using an SVG file. So to upload your SVG file, just click on the choose file button here, or if you are uploading an image, you can click on the choose image or the plus icon here. So just click choose SVG. Then you if you haven't, if this is your first time of uploading an SVG file, you get a notification pop-up like this. Just click enable, drag in SVG file. So you can just click select file, click open, click select. Now our site logo is uploaded. So if you have a favicon for your site, you can just upload it by clicking on any of these buttons here. So I don't have a favicon yet, I'm not uploading any. Just click the upload button if you are done, then click on the back icon here. So let's close this, click on the cancel icon here. So now let's start designing our gym landing page. Click on the settings icon here to hide the header and the footer text. So just click hide title. It is hidden now. The page layout, we don't want this header and footer, so just click on the Elementor canvas. As you can see, now we don't have the header and footer anymore. So just click update to save changes. Now let's start designing our gym landing page. So click on the plus button here, click on the size structure. Let's set it, the content width to full width, minimum height to 100. Now click on the icon here. Let's add an inner section, drag it and drop it inside. Let's add our site logo. Click on the icon here, search for logo, click and drag it. So because we have added our site logo recently, that's why we have the logo showing up here. If you have not uploaded any site logo, this you will just have the placeholder image here instead of your site logo. So let's start this site logo. Set the width to 60%. Just leave it at 35. Now let's drag in the button widget. Search for button, or you can see it here. Click and drag it inside. Let's align it to the right. So let's change the text, the button text. Let's change it to sign up now. Let's add an icon. Search for chevron. Let's change the icon position to after. Icon space, let's set it to 10. Click on the style tab to style the button. So let's leave the button typography. Let's set it to accent, click on the drop down, accent. Now the button text color, let's change it to white. The background, let's leave it as accent. Now the over, click on the over tab. Text color, change it to white. Color, change it to secondary. Now as you can see, if you hover the button color is changing. Now the over animation, let's change it to shrink. If you hover it, it shrinks. Now scroll down. Border radius, we don't want. Padding, let's change it to 15. Then click on the link icon here and set it to 45. On the right, 45. Now let's rotate this button a bit. So click on the advanced, scroll down, click transform. Rotate, click on the pencil anchor. Then let's set it to 3. So now you can see the button is slightly rotated. So you can hide the panel here to see the changes. You can show it again. So now let's create the hero section for our landing page. So click on the plus icon here. Click on the side structure, single column. Then change the content width to full width, the height to minimum height, and let's drag it. Okay, now let's select this section is selected. Let's upload a background image. Click on the style tab here, then click on the icon here, then click upload image or choose image. Then you can drag in your image. Let me quickly drag an image. So the image is uploaded. Click select. Now let's set this image, the position, change it to center. The attachment, leave it at default. Repeat, no repeat. Display size, cover. Now let's go to advanced. Let's add some padding. Click on link. Click on the link icon here. The top, set it to 50. The bottom, set it to 150. So now let's drag an inner section into this section. Click on the inner section icon here and drag it into this section. Now let's drag in our heading text. Just click on the icon here, click heading and drag it inside. And let's paste in our heading text. Now let's change the text color. Click on the style. Let's change the HTML tag to H1 for SEO purposes. Click style tab, change the color to white. Now let's style our heading. Click on the pencil icon and let's change it to 22. Then the line height, let's change it to 24. Now let's duplicate this heading 2 more times. Right click on the pencil icon, click duplicate, and right click on the pencil icon again, duplicate. Now let's change the text. Click on the text widgets. Now let's copy and paste in our text. Now we want to break this text into 2 lines. As you can see, it's on 1 line now. Just add an HTML tag, left click, left brackets BR and right brackets. Now the text is broken into 2 lines. So now let's paste in our text, our third heading text. So let's break this text again into 2 lines, right brackets, left bracket BR and right brackets. So let's change the text color. Just select the text, then the style, select the heading text, then let's click on the content here. Let's change the HTML tag from H1 to H2 for SEO purposes. We can only have one H1 on our website. The rest should be H2 and H3. So let's style this text, the style. Let's change the text color secondary. Let's increase the typography. Let's change it to 65. Weight 700. line height 70. Now let's change the text of the heading. So select the text, click style. Okay, the HTML tag, change it to, you can change it to H2 or H3. Let's leave it as H2. The style, click typography. Let's change it to 32. Let's change the line height to 34. Let's change to 30. Let's leave the line height at 34. So now let's drag in text editor widget under this heading. Click on the icon here, click on text editor, then drag it under the heading. Let's quickly paste our text. So now let's change the text color. Let's select the style, change it to secondary, typography, change it to 18. Weight, let's change it to medium. Now let's search for list. Click and drag it under the text editor widget. Let's close this. Now let's click on this. Let's change the icon. Click on the icon, search for circle, select it, click insert. Now let's style our list widget. Click on style, and let's change its space between to 3. Alignment left icon, let's click on the icon to style it. Let's change the icon color to white. Now let's change the size to 8, the gap to 3. Let's change the horizontal alignment to left, vertical alignment to middle, center. Let's change the text. Click on the text, then the typography, the color, let's change it to white. Now let's start adding our text. Just click on the text drop down, then copy and paste the text. Let's quickly do that. Click duplicate, then start copying and pasting your text. So once you are done, you can click update, or you can just click save draft. Just click update to save the changes. Now let's add the button under this list widget. Just click on the button here, then right click copy, then just right click on this column, then click paste. You can see the button is now pasted. Let's center the button this to the left. Let's click on the left, center it. Now let's rotate the button. Let's select the button. Let's click advanced, scroll down, transform. The button rotate, click on the pencil icon. Let's set it to -3 and click again. Let's hide the panel. Now you can see our landing page is coming along. Now let's show the tab again. Click update to save changes. Now let's add another section. Click on the plus icon, select single column structure, layout, full width, height, minimum height. Now let's add background color. Click style, click background type, select the color, background, the color we've saved earlier. Let's hide this panel. If you see this, we are using a PNG header, so let's move this section. Let's move it. Let's decrease the margin so this section can move to the top right under this arrow section. Let's quickly do that. So select the section, click advanced, click on the link icon, set the margin to -30. You can see now this section is above this arrow section, and we don't want that. So let's select the arrow section and increase the index. Click advanced, select the arrow section, click advanced, then the Z index, let's set it to 2. Let's scroll down before we do that. So let's set the Z index to 2. As you can see now, this section now goes behind this arrow section. So now let's select our section again. So we are unable to select this section we just added, so we can select it by clicking on the navigator icon here. Select the section. Let's hide these sections, so you can select the section here, as you can see now. So let's add padding to these sections. Click on the link icon here. Let's set the padding to 80 at the top, 80 at the bottom. Now let's add an inner section into this section. Just click on the inner section, then drag it inside. So now let's delete one column from this. Let's hide this panel first. So let's delete one column from this inner section. Right click on the icon, on the column icon, then click delete. Now let's select the inner section. So now let's set the width to 800. Click on the icon here. Let's drag in heading. Now let's paste the text. Let's copy the text style from here. Right click on the pencil icon, paste style. Let's change the color. Select the heading text, click style. Let the arrangement, set it to center. Style, change the text color to text. Typography, set it to 32. Let's scroll down, click on the pencil icon. Now let's add in a text widget under this heading. So click on the icon here, text editor widget, drag it under this heading. Then let's quickly paste our text. So let's enter this text. Just click on the style tab here, then click on the alignment, center. Now let's add another inner section right under this inner section. So just click on the icon here, inner section, click and drag it right under the inner section that we have here. So let's delete one column from the inner section. Now let's select the inner section, set the width to 650. Now is the inner section. Let's duplicate it 3 times. Click duplicate and duplicate. Now let's drag in our icon into this inner section. Just click on the tab here, search for icon, click and drag it. Click upload SVG, click upload files. Let me quickly upload the icons. We'll be using the SVG icons. So select the icon, click insert media. So now our icon, let's click on the style tab here to style our icon. The primary color, click on the color, then drag down the color opacity, the size, increase the size. Let's set the size to 165. Let's duplicate the column, duplicate. Now let's select the second column. Let's change the icon, click upload SVG. Let's select the second icon. Let's select the third column, click upload SVG. Let's select the insert. Let's delete these empty columns. Now we have 3 icons. Let's quickly drag our text editor widget under these icons. Now let's quickly paste our text into this. Now let's style this text and center it. Typography, let's change the typography to our accent. Let's style it. Now let's move this text right under this icon. Click advanced, margin, unlinked margin. Let's set it to -35. Now let's duplicate this text, let's drag it, let's select the text. So I'm unable to select the text. Let's just undo let's set it to 0. Now we'll be able to drag it. Let's duplicate here again and drag it. Now let's quickly change the text and the margin as well. Now click update to save changes. Now let's add a button under these icons. So let's just copy the button directly. We can copy from here or we can copy it from here. So let's quickly change the button text to black. Let's click on style, text color, Let's do the same thing for the one here. Now let's copy the button. Just right click on the pencil icon, just paste it on this section, click paste. Now the button is pasted, just center it. Now let's undo the rotation we set earlier. Click advanced, transform, click rotate, just cancel it, or you can just click on this reset to default icon here, so the rotation is deleted. Now let's add some padding to this button to give a space between this icon and the button. Click on the layout, padding on link, then click 35, set it to 35. Click update to save changes. Now let's add another section. Click on the plus icon here, click select the single column structure. Now change the content width to full width, height to minimum height. Now let's add some padding to the top. Click advanced, unlink the padding, set the padding to 50 at the top. Now click on the icon here, inner section, click and drag it inside. Now let's add an image and text. Click on the icon here, image, click and drag it. Let's upload our image. Just click choose image, select the upload files. Let me quickly drag the image. Click on style tab, the image width set it to 100%, the height let's set it to 550, the object fits set it to cover. Now let's drag our heading and text widgets. Click on the icon here, heading, click and drag it. Let's copy and paste in our text. Now let's drag in our text editor widgets under the heading widgets. Let's quickly paste in our text. Now let's quickly style this heading. Just select the heading, then we can right click on the heading here, copy, scroll down, click on the heading here, then click on the pencil icon, then paste style. You can see we now have the same style. Now let's click on this right hand column here, then click advanced, click on link padding, set the padding, set the left to 30, click update to save changes. Now let's add another section that is similar to this. Let's just, instead of creating from scratch, let's just duplicate this section. Right click on the section, then right click, duplicate. Then let's move this image to this right hand, then text to the other side. Let's click on the pencil icon, drag image here, then click on the text and drag it to the left hand as well. So let's undo the changes we made to the column here, click advanced. Let's set this, click on the chain icon here, on the link icon. Let's delete this image. Now let's set a background image for this section. Click on the section, click on style, click on background classic, then choose image. Let me quickly drag in an image here. Click select. Now let's change this text color. Click on the heading, style, change the text so the global color we set earlier. So click on the pencil icon for the text editor, then click on the color, change to white as well. Now click on the section again. Let's set this image, let's change the settings. Position, let's set it to center. Attachments, let's leave it at default. Repeat, no repeat. Display size, change it to cover. Click update to save changes. Let's move this section upward a bit. Select the section, click advanced, margin, unlink the margin, set it to -23. Now this section is right on top of this, but we want we don't want that. We want this section to be on top. Just select this section, then click advanced. The z index, set it to 2. Now if we go back here, this section is now at the top. Click update to save changes. Now let's create another section that is similar to this section and right below this. Just duplicate, select the section, right click, duplicate. Now click on the section, then drag it to the last part of the page. Now the page, we now have the section. Let's set the background color. Select the section, click style, click background type, then the color, select the color from the global color you set. Now let's change the image. Select the image, select content, choose image. Let me quickly drag in the image. Click select. Now the image is now added. Let's quickly change the text of this heading. Select the heading. Let's edit this text as well. Now let's add a button right under this text editor widget. Scroll to the top, let's copy the button, right click on the pencil icon, copy. Let's go back, just right click on this column, paste. Now let's center the button. Let's add some padding to this button. Select the button, click advanced, unlink the padding. The top, let's set it to 20. Now let's add another section that is similar to this. Let's just duplicate, click on this section, duplicate, right click on the section, duplicate. Let's go back. Let's change the background color. Select this section, click style, background, let's change it to white. The image, we want the image on this side, on this right hand side, then the text on this left hand side. So let's just quickly drag it to each sides. Let's drag it. You can drag it under this text, and you can drag the text to the opposite sides. So we don't want the button here. Let's delete the button. Now the position, let's select this column, set the alignment to middle. Set this alignment as well to middle. You can also do the same thing for these sections as well. Layout, alignment to middle. So you can do the same for the remaining sections. So now let's change the image. Select the image, click choose image, and quickly drag in the image. Click select. Now let's undo the changes we made to this column. Select the column. We don't want the padding at this left hand side. Just click on this link icon to set everything to 0. So now everything, the website is looking good. Let's add another section now. Let's just duplicate this section. Let's drag it to the last part of the page. Let's change the background color. Let's set a background image. You can just click on the clear icon here. Set a background image. Let me quickly upload an image. Click select. Now a background image is set. Let's quickly set this, change the settings of this image. Position, center, attachments, default, repeat, no repeat, display, cover. Now let's change the text color. Select style, select this text and the color to white. Select the text editor widget, change the color to white as well. So click update. Now let's change this image. Select this image, then choose image. Let me quickly drag in the image. Click select. Now the image is added. Now let's add the testimonial section to this landing page. Select the plus icon here. Select single column structure. Select content width, set it to full width. The height, set it to minimum height. Now let's set the background color. Click on style, background type, select it, the background color we set. Let's add some padding. Click advanced, unlink the padding, top 50, bottom 50. Now let's add an inner section. Click on the inner section widget and drag it. Now let's delete one column from the inner section. So now we have a single column inner section. Now let's search for testimonial. Dragging testimonial carousel and drag it and drop it inside the inner section. Now let's change the settings. The skin, set it to bubble. Layout, leave it as it is. Alignment, leave it as it is. Slide per view, set it to 2. Slide to scroll, set it to 1. And you can leave the rest of the changes. Additional option, arrow, we don't want to show arrow. Pagination, let's leave it at dots. You can leave the rest of the settings. The lazy load, set it to yes. Now let's quickly paste our testimonials content, the text. So select the item. Let me quickly copy and paste the testimonials content. So let's delete this, let's duplicate this because we've pasted the content here. Now the image, click choose image, click upload. Let me quickly drag it, click select. So let me quickly upload the images for the rest of the testimonials as well, or you can just duplicate the items you already have. So let me quickly do that. So we've pasted the content or the text. Let's style the testimonial. Click the style tab, space between, set it to 20, border radius set it to 75. Now let's style the content. Click on the content, gap set it to 40. The text color, leave it at text. Typography, let's style it, let's change it to 14. Style, let's change it to italic. Line height, let's leave it at 20. The name, let's change the typography to secondary. Let's change the weight to 500 for the name. Now the title, let's change it. Okay, let's leave the title at, let's leave it at text. The global color is set. The image, let's set the size to 70. Gap, let's set it to 25. Now the navigation, click on the navigation. The arrow, we are not using arrow, so let's scroll down. The pagination, let's set it to 12. As you can see, it increases. Now the bubble, let's set it to 40. Unlink. The top, let's set it to 60. The bottom, let's set it to 60 as well. Click update to save changes. Now we are done with this section. Before we leave this section, let's quickly add our heading, the testimonial heading widgets. Paste the text. Let's copy the text style from here. Copy, right click on it, right click on the pencil icon, paste style. Now click update to save changes. Now let's add another section. Let's just duplicate this section. Let's scroll down. Let's style this section. Select the section. Select the section. Now let's change the background to image. Select the color. Click on the clear icon. Now let's select an image. Click on clear icon again. Let's choose an image. Let me quickly upload an image. Click select. Let's quickly style this image. Position, center, attachments, default, repeat, no repeat, display size, cover. Let's change this text. Let's change the text color. Click style, change it to white. Let's delete this testimonial carousel. Now let's select this inner section. in this section. Let's set it to 650. Let's drag this heading outside of this inner section. Let's change the text to register now. Let's select the column of this inner section. Let's set a background color. Choose back color. Let's choose from the global color we set. Let's add an image to this inner section. Click on the icon here, image, click and drag it inside. Let's quickly choose the image. Let me quickly upload the image. Click select. Select the column of the inner section. Click advanced. The padding, set it to 35. Then click on link. The bottom, set it to 65. Click update to save changes. Let's set the padding at the bottom to 55. Now let's add our heading text, and just click on the heading and drag it right under the image. Center it. Let's set it to H2 or H3 rather. Then let's change the text. Let's style the text. Click style. Click typography. Let's set it to 22. The line height, let's set it to 24. Now let's search for, click on this icon, search for list. Click on the list, then drag it right under the heading. Let's close the rest of the list. Now let's quickly style this list. Let's copy our text of this list. Let me quickly do that. So duplicate the list. Just click on the duplicate icon and click again, click again, click again. Now we have the list, the number of the list we want. Now let's style this list. Select the list and click on style. Space between, set it to 12. Alignment, set it to center. Click on the icon. The icon size, leave it at 14. The gap, set it to 5. Let's set the space between to 10. Now click on the icon again. The horizontal alignment, let's set it to left. The vertical alignment, let's set it to center. Click on this text. Let's change the text color to text. Now the typography, click on it. Let's set it to 14. Click on the pencil icon again. Now click update to save changes. Now let's add the pricing. Let's duplicate, select this heading text, heading widget, click duplicate, then drag it under this list widget. Then the price, let's quickly paste the price. Let's duplicate again. Let's paste the price. Now let's style this text. Click on the heading text, click style. The typography, let's set it to 700. Scroll down. The text color, let's change it to red. Typography, click on typography again. Decoration, set it to line through. Now select the second pricing, click style, click typography, pencil icon, set it to 60. Set it to 60. The weight, set it to bold. Scroll to the top, click advanced, unlink the padding. The padding, set it to 15. Click update to save changes. Now select this inner section. Let's add some padding. Click advanced, unlink the padding, set it to 10 to give space between this text and this inner section. Click update to save changes. Now let's add a button right under this price. Let's just copy the button from the top here. Let's copy the button from here. Right click on the button, on the pencil icon of the button, click copy. Then scroll to the section and just paste it in this column. Click paste. Now the button is pasted. Now let's set the border radius of this column. Select the column, click style, border radius, border, click border, border radius set to 10. Now the edges is now curved. Click update to save changes. Now let's add another section right under this section. So let's just duplicate this section instead of creating another section from scratch. So scroll down. Let's make changes to this section. Select the section. Let's delete the background image. Select the background image. Click delete. Now select the column of the inner section. let's click on style. Let's clear the background. Okay, before that, let's the border, click on the border radius, let's set it to 0. So now click on the background again. The background color, let's clear it. Now it is clear. Let's click on the clear icon again. So now let's delete the image and the text in this column. Okay, now let's search for accordion widgets, then click and drag it into the column of this inner section. Let's delete the remaining text we have here. Now let's change the color of the heading here. Let's click on the style color, set it to text. Let's change the text to frequently asked questions. Let me quickly paste the text. Now let's paste the text of our frequently asked questions. We'll quickly do that. Let's just duplicate the accordions, paste the text. Let's duplicate the accordions. Now let's make changes to this accordion. Select the accordion, click style, then the title, the background color. Let's set a background color. So once I've copied a color code, I've pasted the color code. There's a color code, the color of the title. So let's set it text. Active color, change it. The typography, let's change the typography. The text, let's change the weight to bold. Let's change the weight to medium. Now the padding, let's set it to 20. Now click on link padding here. The right, let's set it to 30. The left, let's set it to 30. Now click on the icon. The alignment, set it to start. The color of the icon, set it to primary. The active color, set it to primary. Now the spacing, let's set it to 15. Click update to save changes. Now the content, click on the content. The background, click on the background, and let's select this background that we have in our global color. Let's adjust the background of the content to be slightly different from the background of the heading. So as you can see now. Now the typography, click on it. Let's set it to 14. The padding, let's set it to 30. Click update to save changes. Now let's create a footer. Let's create a footer section. Let's just duplicate this section. Now let's change the text. Let's change the background. Click on the background, style, background color. Let's change it to primary. Select the text. Let's change the color to white. Now the accordion, let's delete it. Now let's duplicate these columns of the inner section into 2. Now let's paste text. Let's paste form in one side and on the right hand side, and text in the left hand side. Let's click on the icon, search for form, click and drag it to the left, and let's search for, okay, let's drag an image. Click and drag logo. We'll be adding our logo, so let's quickly add our logo. Click on the image, click choose image. Let me quickly drag in the logo. Click select. Let's change the text here to contact us. And let's style this image. Select the image. Let's align it to left. Let's style. Click on style. Let's set it to 60. Let's give it border radius of 5. Now let's click on this icon. Search for list. Click on icon list, then drag it right below the image here. Let's close this as well. Now let's change this list icon to phone. Let's search for map. Let's select this, click insert. You can just duplicate, so you can, let's quickly paste in our text of the address, because we'll be having our address. Okay, let's paste the text, select this. Let's change this to phone. Search for phone. Let's paste the phone number. Now let's search for envelope. Let's change the text. Now select the tail. Let's type the icon list. Click style. let's align it left. Space between, let's set it to 10. Now select the icon, color white, icon size 18, the gap set it to 5. Horizontal alignment left, vertical alignment, let's set it to middle. Now the text, click on text, typography, let's change it to 14, color, change it to white, and click update to save changes. Now let's search for social icon. Click on this icon here, search for social icon, click on this widget, drag it under the section here, align it to the left. Let's change let's duplicate this, let's add and change the icon to Instagram, click select, insert. Now let's style this, click on the style, color, custom, primary, click on the color, drag down the opacity, the size set it to 20, the padding let's set it to 0.3, spacing let's leave it at 5. Let's the icon over, let's set it to shrink, click update to save changes. Now let's style our form, click the form, then we have the name, click on the name. You can change the label, the placeholder to first name. Now click on the name again. Now let's duplicate this email section, click on the email, let's change the type to phone, telephone. The label, let's change it to phone. A placeholder, let's change it to phone as well. Scroll down. Now let's scroll up. The message, let's set it to your message, the placeholder. The label, let's hide the label. So the button, we can start the button here. Okay, let's click on the form fields, let's change the button. Okay, click the button, the size leave it as small, alignment leave it at justified, leave the settings at this. Let's change the text to submit, and let's scroll down. The actions after submit, so the actions we want to collect submission, email submission and form submission, then the email. So if you want any other action, you can just click this plus action and find the action you want. If you want to link your active campaign, your convert kit account, or other settings, other actions you want, you can just select it, then you'll be able to link your actions. So collect submission, we have the access to each submissions in our settings in this submission section. We click on this and open it in a new tab. You will see this is where all the forms will be showing, every form submitted. So this is the email. You can set your email, the email you want for your website, the email you want your website to send from. If you want to set steps for this form, you can set the changes here. So additional option. So let's leave it like that. Now let's style the form. Now click on the style, change the text color, label color, let's change it to white. We've already hidden the label color, so that's why it's not showing. So the typography, let's leave it as text. The HTML field, let's change it to white, let's leave it as text. Now let's click on the field section. The field text, let's change it to white. The field typography, let's set it to 14. The background color, let's drag down the opacity. Now the border color, let's set it to white. Let's unlink, let's set it to 0, the border width 0. Let's unlink the padding. The button, let's set it to white, the bottom. Now let's click on the button icon. The typography, let's set from our global color. Let's select secondary and click on the pencil icon, set it to medium. Now let's change the color, the background color. Let's leave it as it is. The text color, let's change it to text. The over color, let's select the over. Background color, let's set it to secondary. If you hover over it now, it is changing. So now the text color, let's set it to white, or the over color. Now let's click on the normal tab again. the over, let's click on the over. Now the animation, let's set it to shrink, so you can see it shrinks. So now let's click on this normal tab again and scroll down. The border radius, let's set it to, let's type 100. As you can see, now we have a curved edges. So the text padding, let's set it to 15. The message, we can leave it as it is. The step, we don't have any step, so let's leave this as it is. Let's click update to save the changes we made. Now let's preview, let's hide this panel to see the changes or the changes we made on our website. So this section needs some fixing, this white section. So let's select let's show the panel. Let's select the section, heading section. Let's add some margin. Click on the unlink icon here. Let's set the margin. Let's set the margin to -20. Let's select this section. Let's click advanced. The z index is set to 2, so you can see. Okay, let's select this section. Let's the z index, let's change the z index to 0. So this section is now at the back of this section. So let's drag down the, okay, we can leave it at -60. So let's select this section to close the gap between this image. Select the section, click advanced, the margin, click on link. Let's drag a section. Okay, let's set it to -15. Click update to save changes. Now let's hide this panel. So the website is looking good. Now let's set the responsiveness of this website so it can be visible on tablet, mobile and desktop. And before we do that, this landing page will be used to promote affiliate products. So ensure that you link your button to the link. Just select the button, each buttons, and click content, then paste your offer, the link to your offer page. If you are promoting a ClickBank product, just paste your affiliate link here in the link section here. So just type in your link. For example, if your link is Kenny, my website address, I just want to type in it here, larry.com. So just paste your link. Ensure you don't leave your button empty. So select all the buttons, then ensure you click the content tab here, then type in paste your link to each buttons, so the buttons are not empty. Now let's set the responsiveness of this website. So to do that, just click on this responsive mode icon here, then you can click on the tablet portrait here, just click on it. Now let's set the responsiveness. So select the section of the hero section, the padding, click advanced, unlink the padding, the top set it to 50, the bottom, check the bottom, let's set it to 60, and click update to save changes. Now select the next section. Let's set unlink the padding, set the padding, the top to 50, the bottom to 50, so there can be space between the elements in the section. If you are unable to select this section, just select the navigator icon here, click on it, then select the section from here, then you'll be able to adjust the padding. Now let's change the settings of the next section. Select the section and click advanced. There's nothing to be done here, so select the next section. So we can select this, let's just select it from the navigator here. So it is selected, the section, as you can see, now this section is selected. Click advanced, let's scroll down, let's add 50, let's unlink this padding, let's add 50 pixel at the top, 50 pixel at the bottom. Let's adjust the next section as well. Let's select the section. So this section is okay, let's leave it. Let's go to the next section. So we can't select this section here. As you can see, these icons are not appearing here. So what we can do is just select it from this navigator section here. So let's find the section, let's select the section. Okay, so this is the section. Let's click on this. So the section is selected, click advanced. Now let's unlink the padding, Now let's adjust the image. Select the image, the style. We can just drag down the width. Okay, let's leave it at 100. Let's drag down the image. So let's select the section again from the drop down. From the navigator section, ensure that the section is selected. Let's unlink the margin of this section. So as you can see, now it is showing. So we can select the section. We can add. Let's select the section, then click advanced, click margin unlink, then let's adjust let's set the margin to, let's leave it at 10. Let's select the next section. Now select the next section. The top, unlink the padding. The top, set it to 50. The bottom, let's set it to 50 as well. So now let's scroll down and make changes to the next section. Select the section. So let's leave this section as it is. Now the next section, select the next section. So this section is okay. Now select the next section, click advanced. Now let's leave that section, it is okay. Let's select the last section, click advanced. So it is looking okay as well. Let's scroll to the top of the page and select the logo, then the mobile, select the mobile responsive mode here. Now let's quickly make changes to this mobile mode. I'll select the logo, set the width to 60 pixel. Now let's center the logo. Click on the content tab, the top, center it. Now let's hide this section. Just select this column, advanced, responsive, hide on mobile portraits. Click show. So it is hidden now. When we visit this landing page on mobile, this will be hidden. So let's select the hero section. Let's unlink this margin. Let's add negative margin. Let's move this to the top a bit, -15. Let's set the button to center. Let's scroll down, or we can just leave the button at the left. This is looking good. Now let's select this image. Let's click on style. The height, let's set it to 310. Now select this column and go to advanced, click link padding and click it again. Now let's set it to 10. Let's scroll down. This is looking good. We can hide this column on mobile, but we don't need to do that. Just select the image. Let's style the image, click style, height 310. Now select, let's remove the gap here at the left hand side of this column. Click the column, advance, unlink padding, link it again and set it to 10. Let's scroll down. Section is okay. Let's select the image, the style. Let's set the height to 310 as well. Let's scroll down. Let's select the image, style. Let's set it to 310. Let's scroll down. Okay, the column, select the column. Let's remove the space at this left side of this column. Click advanced, unlink padding, click it again, set it to 10. Scroll down. Let's click on the testimonial carousel, click advanced, select the column of the inner section. Now let's unlink the padding. Testimonial carousel is adjusted. You can link the padding again. Now let's scroll down. This is looking good. Let's adjust this. Click on the list. Let's align it to the left. Then this. Let's select the text. You can add some line height. Let's select the text. Change it to pixel. Let's give it the line height of 26. Now let's scroll down. This is looking okay. Let's select the button. Click advanced. Unlink the button. Let's set it to 20. Let's scroll down. Let's select this column of the inner section. Click advanced. Unlink the padding. Link it again. So it is looking better now. Now let's center all this. Select the image. This image we can link it to our website landing page by clicking on this contents here. Then let's go to the mobile mode. Let's select this mobile mode. Just copy your website's landing page URL. In the link section, just set it to custom. then paste the link of your landing page. So whenever visitors click on this logo, they'll be taken to the home page or landing page you set. So let's go back to the mobile mode again. Now let's center this logo on mobile mode. Let's select this icon list, let's center it as well. Select these social icons, let's center it as well. Now we want this form section at the top while this logo at the bottom. Let's select the inner section, then click advanced, then responsive, reverse on mobile, click yes. Now the form is at the top and the logo is at the bottom. So click update to save changes. Now our website is now responsive both on mobile and tablets and desktop view. You can see our website is responsive, different modes. So now just ensure that you add the link of the products you are promoting, add it to the buttons, to each button. So whenever visitors click on your link, they will be taken to the where they can place an order for your product. And lastly, if you want to set this landing page as the front page of your website, so that is whenever someone visits your domain name, whenever a visitor visits your URL, they will be land on this page directly. So let's quickly set this home as our front page. Just go to the settings and reading, then your home page displays, set it to static home page, select the page we created and scroll down, click save changes. So now whenever visitors visit our website URL directly, as you can see, now they will land on our landing page on the website that we just created. So as you can see, so that is how to okay, let's quickly adjust this logo. It's not showing well on mobile, so let's go back, click on the logo, let's hide this panel at the logo, let's increase it. Now what, let's reload this page first. Reload. Now as you can see, the logo is now looking so great. So click on the logo, the style, then let's increase our logo. Let's change it to 60%. Click update. Now if we click on the icon, the preview icon here, we'll be able to see a landing page. The logo is now looking great. So that is all. So that is how to create a landing page for your gym or fitness website. If you found this video valuable, and for more helpful video like this, kindly like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more valuable videos like this. So thank you and bye bye.